I've been asked for some examples of how I dealt with negotiations many years ago when perhaps I didn't have the experience or I didn't have the leverage walking into a negotiation. So one of the elements of walking to negotiation with someone who you believe holds all of the cards is you're most likely going to be underestimated. And I've always found that being underestimated is the height of strategy. It's a lesson I've learned and taught back when I was training regularly in the martial arts. That if your opponent underestimates you, that is a wonderful position to be in, as you can truly leverage that underestimation and use psychological surprise to your advantage. Because I've always believed that the element of surprise causes trauma, psychological trauma. So if you're going into a negotiation with less leverage than the other guy, and perhaps they know it, and you're coming in as a small vendor trying to deliver to a large company, use that sense of being underestimated to your advantage. Don't challenge the other person or show the degree of your preparation right off the bat. Let them speak. Let them underestimate you and overestimate their position. When you overestimate yourself, you tend to make mistakes. You get cocky. You don't feel threatened. And if you don't feel threatened, I believe a little bit of fear always helps. Keeps you on the edge, keeps you sharp. So if they're underestimating your ability to develop solutions, underestimating alternatives you can come up with, overestimating their leverage in a situation, perhaps not being aware that you can walk from the situation. There's a reason you're both in the room. There is a transaction to occur here. They do need something from you, otherwise you wouldn't be in the room. So my tip to you is, if you ever find yourself walking into a conversation where you feel you're not holding all the cards, remember you might be holding the ace, and that is being underestimated. Let them underestimate you, prepare yourself, strategize, and that sense of their perceived superiority will work in your favor.